Well, it winds up being intercepted.
Let's go, let's go. Four down. 11B.
Throwing on first down is Bortles. Buying time to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down.
Hey, spread right. Smack. Right 39, Lucy.
On second down, here's Fournette. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
The Jaguars on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
372.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? He got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
And the penalty makes this a much more manageable third down, 3rd and 2.
380. Hey.
Bortles looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He finds Yeldon. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Let's go. It's all right. 3 to good.
On first down, Bortles. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
Here's Lauletta after the interception. Dancing to his left. Looking for Shepard deep. And the defense loses him. It's complete. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Giants with a football here as we begin quarter. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. On 1st and 10, Lauletta. And he will find his way on the end route, complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. On first down, it's Lauletta. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. but you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to the air, Lauletta on 2nd down. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion.
Leopard! Gone!
They'll fake the handoff. Now Lauletta. This is caught. And he doesn't quite make it. They do stop him, but he gets it all the way down to the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Leopard! No, check! Patriot!
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and goal. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Here's Lauletta now on 2nd. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Leopard! Set! 3-19! Detroit!
Lauletta on 3rd and goal. Flush to his right. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
And Rosas puts this one through. And that will tie us at 3-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Jags heading out on offense. Well, last year we said, Charles, one of these years it has to come together for the Jaguars, doesn't it? Well, guess what? It certainly did. They won double-digit games for the first time in 10 seasons, and they picked up 2 more wins in the playoffs before falling in that tough one to New England.
And they decided that on offense, they were going to be a team that knocked you off the ball and ran it. That's why they drafted Leonard Fournette out of LSU, and he gave them some toughness and an identity. Quarterback Blake Bortles, often criticized, but elevated his play in the playoffs, both with his legs and his arm. For the defense, that's where the big transition happened. Yannick Ngakoue coming off the edge. Calais Campbell, maybe the best player on the defensive line in the league last season. But Jalen Ramsey out at corner, he gives them their swagger, he gives them their look, and he gives them great play on the edge.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
Lucy. Set. 380.
Working from the gun, it's Bortles. He's going to float this one deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there. Bortles to Lee. 59 yards. The Jags with their first opportunity in the red zone. They've got a 1st and goal just inside the 5. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Well, at least he was able to break that initial contact, or it could have been a loss.
Yeah, give credit to the defensive player, though. What did he do? Made him slow down, slow up his feet, and allowed the rest of the guys to get there to finish him off.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. He's going to get it running right. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great play there. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Jags are able to cash in for 6. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And the lead is now 10-3. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40. Well, those Giant fans, you know that they love seeing Saquon Barkley wearing their jersey, but it's interesting. He actually grew up a Jets fan.
Yeah, I wonder what his dad was thinking. What Big Al was thinking on draft night. Had to be so happy for his son, but they grew up watching Jets games. Just sit together, watch it. In fact, Dad has a Jets tattoo.
Yes.
Okay, so that tells you about how much he loves that team. You think Saquon's going to fix that and make it a Giants tattoo?
Yeah, he wants to make that a Giants tattoo. That family, though, they fully converted. They're supporting the G-Men.
Detroit! Detroit!
2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to East Rutherford, but first this timeout.
Gone! 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 Here we go. Detroit! 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 All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Out of the gun, Lauletta. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Calais Campbell continuing to fight downfield. The big tackle gets him for a loss of 11. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. And this may be a free play for Lauletta. He's going to wind up and air it out. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down. So hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. And the penalty helps, but not a whole lot. It's still 3rd and long. Throwing on 3rd down, Lauletta. It's caught, Shepard. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. That goes for a gain of 31. Lauletta looking for a first down throw, eluding the pressure right. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Shepard. All the way in. Touchdown, New York. Sterling Shepard, 37 yards. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Rosas good with the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. These two teams trading touchdowns here in what has been a back-and-forth first half.
And ordinarily, we're trying to figure out how to break out of a stalemate. Here, you're trying to figure out if you can slow someone down while continuing your breakneck pace on offense. I know one thing. The people in the crowd, they're getting their money's worth right now.
And the fantasy owners like it.
Oh, without a doubt. They're just tallying them up, aren't they?
They're watching this game.
372.
Bortles now on first down. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Janoris Jenkins. Well, he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And that makes it a 17-10 score. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now out come the Jags. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Lucy, Lucy. Screen is good.
Now Bortles to try again after the pick six. He's going to go for a big play downfield. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
Well, I guess that answers the question whether or not they want him throwing it again right away after throwing the pick six on the previous drive.
Yeah, not something conservative or underneath. Pretty big shot right there.
Get him right back in the saddle and said, go ahead and sling it, big guy.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Bortles again here on 2nd and 10. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Bortles now, he's hit on just 5 of 15 throws, a poor percentage, but it's 1st and 10.
11.
On 1st and 10, here's Bortles. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Now the Jags are moving quickly in the hurry-up.
Now that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football, led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
Well, partner, I guess that answers the question about whether they're going to sit on it or not.
It does. Now we'll see if they try that again.
Yeah, I think what we find on plays like that, when you take that shot, if you're unsuccessful, then you go way more conservative to finish the half, you know? I think that's the way they'll go.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18.
Lucy. 3-7-2.
Bortles. Escaping the pressure right. There's the first NFL catch for DJ Chark. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
Detroit! Set! Blue 90! Blue 90! Leopard!
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the 3rd. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to. And if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. Second half begins with a run from Barkley. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
And you remember pre-draft, there was a lot of speculation that the Giants should look for their future quarterback at number 2 with a great possibility. Remember, Sam Darnold from USC was still on the board, but they passed on him to take this runner, Saquon Barkley. And this is exactly why. They think he can extend the life of Eli Manning's career. and give them 1,000-yard seasons year after year.
They haven't had a 1,000-yard season since 2012. Ahmad Bradshaw did it then.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front, and then maybe a guard can slide up to the second level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's brought down. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Picked up a first down.
Lucky 56.
Now Lawletta on first down. Flushed out right. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just looking the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Leopard. Leopard.
They'll go to Barkley again. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. He digs them partway out of the hole that they're in. It's an 8-yard gain, and it makes it 3rd and 12. Now here's Lawletta. And that is incomplete. The linebacker, Telvin Smith, able to get a hand on it there.
Well, partner, so much for the mismatch. How about the guy at the second level, that big linebacker, able to run with the receiver and make a play on the football?
And that is no good. Oh, he missed it just wide of the upright, and this score will stay right where it is.
I tell you, it's not easy kicking field goals in the best of conditions. You add in a downpour like we're in right now, it makes it that much harder. And sure enough, they can't convert here.
So after the missed long field goal attempt, this offense set up nicely at the 44-yard line.
Green 80. Green 80. Spread right, 72. Move.
Trying to get the run game going. This is Fournette. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Throw left side complete. It's Paul. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. The Jaguars on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. Now Bortles. The open man is Shark. It's complete. 7 yards on the quick slant and a first down.
Let's go, let's go.
Fournette, first down carry. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
Here we go, let's go.
Bortles to throw on second down. He'll get this over to Westbrook. It's complete. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. The Jaguars on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Now Bortles. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Janoris Jenkins. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Well, NFL quarterbacks have learned the hard way. You're not going to get rich throwing against this guy. He's definitely too good. And this is now his 2nd interception of the ball game. And if I'm running the offense, I've got to tell my guys, you've got to go work on the other corner.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39. Detroit. Detroit.
They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Leopard. Leopard. Gone. Gone. Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
Coming off play action, Lauletta. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. The offense on third down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
From this vantage point, they've gotten the lead here, so for me, that'd be enough to go ahead and punt the football and let my defense defend the long field.
If you go for it, you don't get it, then you really put your defense in a tight spot.
Yeah, but we never know what people ultimately will decide to do here on 4th and inches.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit. Detroit. Gone, gone! Gone, gone! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They're going for it. It's Lauletta. And Ingram holds it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 27. A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he's going to bring this one down to right about the 20-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
Leopard! Leopard! Check 26, check 26.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes if you got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. Here's Lauletta. And this is going to be incomplete.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. And the kick by Rosas is good. And they double them up here. That makes our score 20-10. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
After the field goal, here's Rosas to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
They'll try and get the run game going. This is Yeldon. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Bortles now on first down. Left side complete, Safarian Jenkins. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Hey, let's go. Trip shot.
And on the ground they go with the running back. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. The Jaguars on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 4.
372.
On play action, now Bortles. And he finds Safarian Jenkins. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Throwing on first down is Bortles. And that'll be incomplete. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter and find their way open.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Lucy.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Bortles. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 10.
Sunday. 372. 11B.
Again, they'll throw with Bortles. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th. Now Bortles got to have this one. Now he's going to throw deep back over the... This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy. Here we go, here we go. 372. 11. Full right.
On 1st down, Bortles. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Austin Seferian-Jenkins. His first touchdown as a Jacksonville Jaguar. And the Jaguars are back within a score. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback, because to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. High school coach used to say that all the time. Laddie, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Lauletta looking to throw on 2nd down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. I'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. But the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18.
Detroit! Gun!
Out of the gun, Lauletta. Over the middle, he's got his tight end, Ingram. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 19 on 3rd and 18, and that'll move the chains. Lauletta on 1st down. He finds his target, Beckham. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the 1st down completion. And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. So that'll back them up 5. So the delay of game penalty backs them up. It's now 2nd and 7.
Check. Patriot!
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. A shotgun snap to Lauletta. throw left side, complete to Ingram. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. That goes as a gain of 36 on third down.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on third down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively a backbreaker. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. Leopard, Leopard. Leopard, Leopard.
A handoff to Barkley. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. And in this situation with the lead, fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. The Giants on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 5.
No. Check 56. 56.
Now Lauletta. Being chased out left. He can run for it, and he will. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the first with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and here's the thing. Anytime you give up a first down, it hurts you psychologically, but it hurts more when they get it this way because you've covered everything. He didn't have any place to throw the football. He takes off running and picks it up anyway, and now you have to stay on the field for an extra set of downs.
And really could have used that stop trailing here in the 4th.
No. Check. Patriot. Set. 3-19. Detroit.
Again, it's Barkley. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. And now the Jags going to signal for another timeout, as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. The Giants on third down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Gone.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So that one will be accepted. They only need a yard here. 3rd down and 1 after the penalty.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. No. Check. Patriot. All right, now, look at 56. Look at 56.
On 3rd down, Barkley. Touchdown number 1 of the NFL career for young star Saquon Barkley. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt-away-the-game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
Rosas now to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Bortles to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Olivier Vernon in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
11.
Now Bortles. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Olivier Vernon in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. To throw is Bortles. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Lee. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. As the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And that will be incomplete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And defensively, that might just seal a Week 1 victory. And Lauletta's going to throw it here. Looking for Shepard deep. And he finds Shepard. Touchdown, Giants. Russell Shepard, 32 yards. And the Giants add on to their lead. And oh, it's no good on the PAT. So they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. Rosas now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. They go play action here on first down. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
I remember a coach told me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Sunday.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. As a fan of the NFL, for an opener, you can't ask for much more than this overtime in Week 1.
I know